Beyoncé just embarked on her Renaissance World Tour, and it's quite the show. Beyoncé's fans have been screaming the Love on Top key change at her shows, and the BeyHive can't get enough of the singer's reaction. It's an absolute classic. Hello viewers, welcome back to yet another video on our channel. Today we will share with you Beyoncé's hilarious reaction to the audience singing Love on Top high note, so stay tuned and let's get right into it. Beyoncé is currently in the midst of her Renaissance tour, and it's already proving to be iconic. The drunken love singer is pulling out all the stops with show-stopping wardrobe like a gold bodysuit, and many looks emulating her disco cowboy theme from her album's photo shoot. The BeyHive is absolutely living for the tour's aesthetic, as well as the set list. Lately, fans have been screaming the key change of Love on Top during the singer's shows, and her reaction is downright priceless. Love on Top is one of the most popular songs in Beyoncé's repertoire. Famously, the chorus is repeated multiple times toward the end of the song, and the entertainer transitions into a higher key to hit a stunning note. At one of her recent shows, the record-breaking Grammy winner put her microphone to the crowd during this part of the song. Not only did concert attendees know every word, but they also changed keys as well, which spurred the R&B singer to give a very impressed look. The BeyHive is definitely passionate, as is evidenced by its response to that bee joke Usher threw out at his concert back in April. As this continues, the crowd isn't only changing keys but also hitting all the high notes from the tune. It's not just the dedicated fans in the front either, as said note can be heard echoing throughout the stadium. Beyoncé continued to be taken aback by the audience's range. The reaction was so striking that it actually prompted the audience to laugh with the singer. The fans who weren't lucky enough to be at the stadium, but watched the shows from the concert online, couldn't have been more thrilled by the Dream Girl alums' interaction with the crowd. They've left tons of hilarious comments. Fans on Twitter also couldn't get enough of the Love on Top moment, pointing out how funny Beyoncé's reaction was. One fan tweeted, "Her face, I'm crying!" 5 crying emojis. However, some thought Bey was having a different reaction to the crowd, and was actually baffled by how off-key they were. One fan replied to a tweet saying, "She said those are not the notes." We may never know for sure what the Lemonade curator was thinking during this stop in Stockholm. However, I think we can all agree that her face is priceless, and that this exchange will certainly live on as one of her most authentic moments. She has several upcoming stops on her world tour, so I'm sure we'll get a few more of those in the near future. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated. Tilted after the Texans' disco glitter bomb post-pandemic party album of the same name, Renaissance is a monster blockbuster concert experience on a different plane. 57 stadium dates globally, starting in Stockholm, are projected to gross as much as $2.4 billion by the time the tour ends in New Orleans late September. Dripping with sci-fi disco decadence, sex, body positivity, and feminine black pride, the near 3-hour spectacular plays out in front, behind, and at times inside a football pitch-wide high-definition video screen, designed to assault the senses at dizzying scale. The BeyHive, as Beyoncé's fans collectively style themselves, are buzzing pre-show as they flood into the venue from around the world for their first chance to see their queen live since 2018's On the Run 2 co-headliner with Mr. B, Jay-Z. Beyoncé appears first in a video cutscene, laying out luxuriously across the giant screen, semi-naked in dimensions big enough to be visible from space. And yet, once she emerges in the flesh, all sequins, shoulder pads, and that megawatt smile, drinking in the crowd screams, she begins disarmingly with a slew of her rawest soul songs. By the second, flaws and all, she already appears to be fighting back tears, whether of release or gratitude, or both. It's an opening that seems designed to strip away artifice, if only to provide some sharp contrast for the heavily technologically augmented spectacle about to follow. Harking back to early house and techno, and the ecstatic utopia of the dance floor, a segment dedicated to the Renaissance album ensues, with Beyoncé doing something akin to the Machinima in Metropolis. She grinds with a dozen backing dancers to the jittery reggaeton of her boss bitch mission statement, "I'm that girl," then dances with some actual robots, a pair of mechanical arms, during Cozy. In a final, unsubtle retro-futuristic fanfare, Bey summons Bianca Jagger's iconic Studio 54 moment by gliding through the air on a glitter-encrusted white horse, while Summer Renaissance, which samples Donna Summer's I Feel Love, blares. The disco history reference may or may not be landing with the mostly young BeyHive, but that's not really the point. By rewriting dance and music past in a sensory overload of truly stunning ambition and stamina, Beyoncé is writing some history of her own. Any member of the BeyHive unable to attend the Renaissance Tour can still experience the magic of a Beyoncé concert through her film Homecoming, which features plenty of standout moments as it documents her spectacular 2018 Coachella performance. The film is produced and directed by the star herself and is currently available with a Netflix subscription. So that's all for today's video, and until next time, goodbye!